General Aronda would come and visit me when he was a commander of the army. So you see how fortune brings them to me. The real big people, a convoy stands here at my small office up to that road there. People just come and say, hey, this is a small thing. And the people ask it and said, but why? Kutesa cannot move with the president. That is when we heard he said, no, Kutesa goes where there are deals. Now he knows there is a woman there in minerals and oil.
Olina ekizibu ky'amagini emikisa gyo gyesibye business tezitambula. Sheikh Saddam ow'ejjinja ku Nile wali okusomera dduwa obeere ng'osumululwa ku lw'omutonzi waffe asobola okukolerako wonna w'oli. Osobola okumufuna ng'oyita ku nnamba zino wammanga. Yita ku nooti 755 23 67 91 oba nooti 785 897 686. Wewala okulumwa ensiri nga tonnaba kwebaka mu katimbako ng'okozesa Ropa Free Mosquito Oil Repellent. Ojja kumusanga mu pharmacies nga Friaka ewandegeya, Spring ne Kamkeya ku Wilson Road ne Mega Supermarkets opposite Old Tax Park ne Garden City. Okumanya ebisingawo ita ku nooti 772 421 235 ne nooti 7 nooti 2 421 235 oba ku www.ropafree.com.
So I was telling the president, no, Your Excellency, I'm a Ugandan. I am a Ugandan.
Yes.
And I know you know. Some Baba's game, you know, he had just been appointed Minister of Defense. He said, but you're talking to the Fountain of Honor. I said, yes. But the Fountain of Honor wants to know the details. He wants to know. Because someone has misled him. So he said, Wamoto, you said you're Ugandan? I said, yes. Your Excellency, I'm a Ugandan. I have even my UPM card in Bali. But I said, but that is not enough, Your Excellency. I would honestly request you that if God helps you and you go back home safely, ask Mama. So I confused again all of them. They thought I was making fun of the president. Said, what are you saying? I said, when you reach home, ask the first lady. He said, Janet himself knows you. I said, yes. I'm the one who took care of your family, your Excellency. Before they arrived in Uganda to be who they are. Yes. Said, where? I said, in Nairobi. The first lady knows a man called Wamoto who is in Jinja. He's a Ugandan. Because she invited me to talk to her in Nairobi because she believed I was a Ugandan by my tag. So people were freezing.
They get shocked.
People were freezing. The generals were freezing. The civilians were freezing.
Yes.
Even the president just said, okay. He left it like that. But when he left in the evening, people were filling my room. Wamoto, you spy. I said, wow. Museveni knows you. Said, no, he doesn't. But why were you just playing around with the president? I said, no. The president told me they had written a wrong report about me to him. So I was telling him the people he can ask
whether I'm a true Ugandan.
Whether I'm a true Ugandan. So when I was now in Bulambuli as a resident district commissioner, on a Saturday is when he came.
Which year is
2012.
that?
I was in Bulambuli for about 5 years, from 2010 about towards 2014.
Okay.
So I was on this Saturday. The previous Saturday I was at the State House. There was a conference there. But while we were in the conference, the Karamajong attacked the district and took people's animals and took some people alive, including an old woman of 80 years. So the master of ceremony at the State House had got the information and announced that Wamoto must pack and go home. Pack immediately and go back to your district. So I left the conference and drove home. So when I reached here, I sent a lieutenant colonel to follow the people and the animals. So when the lieutenant colonel Munyankole went, he followed the footsteps of the animals and reached somewhere in Karamoja in the Manyata and found the footsteps got lost. So he rang me and said, the footsteps have got lost. I said, no, Colonel quickly, sir. They got lost where? Said, near the Manyata here. I said, yes. The Manyata has animals. Said, yes. Drive all the animals and come back with them. You see that, my son? Yes. So that is why the Karamojongo said, that man is Kanyambu kabisa. So the Colonel was saying, Mzee, so we are looking for thieves, but you are also telling me to be a thief. I said, yes. You drive all those animals and bring them back. Theirs. Yes. They will follow you with yours. So he drove the animals, but they were fearing, but who is going to feed this animal? I said, no, by tomorrow they will have followed you. Yes. Those people wanted to steal, but they want the other people, they don't want the other people to steal from them. So you don't worry about feeding the animals. They will follow you immediately with your animals. So they came with the animals. The following day, the Karamojongo came with their animals, my animals.
Even the old lady?
Even the old lady. They brought back the people. Now, the animals, so this Colonel rang me and said, Mzee, are you Karamojongo? I said, why? Mzee, are you not a Karamojongo? I said, no. Quickly, sir. You are young. For us, we are old people. We know how those people behave. Yes. You go and check the animals they have brought. They have no hair. They bury them. You understand? Did you know that? Aha. I'm telling you, now I'm also telling you. Because you never know. You can also join the army.
What do they do?
They dig graves of big holes and put the animals there and cover them. They only retain the heads where they feed them from. So this hair goes off. They become like rats. You understand? So if you check your animals, you can't know it. It is bare, it has no hair. Even the owners failed to know the animals. And I told the soldiers, a person can know his animals by the size. Yes. You don't need to see the hair. Someone can explain and say, my animal was like this, it was like this, it was... Because the hair is not there. So this quick result, when he did this 2 times, he told his fellow commanders, he said, I have a man this side. That man must have been a rebel. he knows Karamojongo in and out. Yes. You understand? Yes. So when the president was...
So how did you know that trick?
How
did you know that?
No, you know, I told you, I was taking care of all the army generals who had been in so many operations. Okay. So many operations. And we would sit and they share with us a lot of things. And the president, when he was deploying me here, he told me, I'm sending you to Bulambuli, number 1, to help me do 3 things. Stop Karamoja. Because you know all the commanders. Said, yes, sir. I'm going to do that. There is a place called Bulegeni. People are very troublesome there. They fight today, tomorrow, go and stop them. Then there is a sub-county called Boharu. People there are very interested in crime. You must go and stop them. I said, I'm going to do all of those things, sir. So when I came, I knew the plans of these people. Actually, when the president's wife got me, because he came with the husband, this time she had joined politics. She was actually the minister in charge of Karamoja. And she had come with him. I have told you that I missed the conference at the State House. Yes. When they told me to pack up and come back. So I was not happy because I missed the conference. But now this is because of this Karamoja. And he had come with all these Karamojongo ministers. The late Father Lokodo, Peter Lokaris, blah, blah. So a lot of people were there. It was a Thanksgiving function for Irene Muloni when she had been appointed a minister.
Of minerals?
Minerals. Actually, people were very surprised because that was the only event where Sam Kutesa accompanied the president. And the people asked it and said, but why? Kutesa? Kutesa cannot move with the president. That is when we heard he said, no, Kutesa goes where there are deals. Now he knows there is a woman there in minerals and oil. So now when I was telling the president the story that Your Excellency, when I was at the State House, the Karamojongo came here, my brothers and sisters from Karamoja. I wanted to be diplomatic.
Yes.
Came here and abducted people and also drove animals away. But I have a very wonderful Lieutenant Colonel here who followed them and brought back
The animals.
Said, they brought back all the animals? He said, yes, sir, with theirs. I brought back their animals and they brought back ours. So he also said, how did you know that? I said, no, Your Excellency. When we deal with the criminals, you must also look like a criminal. So I said, but Your Excellency, why can't you give me opportunity to stop these people completely? He said, no. We revolutionaries don't talk of finishing. We sensitize. So don't talk of finishing. So eventually he called Lokaris to say something about my anger. So Lokaris said, no. We know RDC Wamoto is a very tough man. The Karamojongo are very good people. It's only that bad blood in them, which makes them see every animal as theirs. I was very annoyed. I went back to the microphone. Said, Your Excellency, we want to be serious people. That is why I said, Your Excellency, if the Karamojongo are good, it is only the bad blood in them. Why can't you make me suck away the blood and leave the people go back?
With the good blood.
With good blood. So people are laughing, and then the woman, the wife of the president, said, no, Wamoto, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Because he was the minister for Karamoja. So you ask me so many questions because we have come a very long way. Long way. And we, as I told you, we have not accessed a lot of money, but we have accessed a lot of networks. And those networks have helped me a lot.
I'm going to ask you this question. When someone talks of meeting the president, General Sale, and other big people in the government,
yes,
what comes into our mind is that you're rich now.
Yes, that is what people believe.
Did you get the money?
No. Actually, people were believing beyond doubt that this man is lucky. They were saying that I'm a very lucky man. Now, I have told you that I would go to General Sale's house and sit there. He would trust me that even his blood, whether it is milk, hot milk or something, he calls me and I deliver it myself. If I say, you're General Mwimbale, I had come home, he said, okay. Can I tell someone else to bring? I said, no. I will go to town. That is how far we have been. But at one point, when the late Wapahabulo died here, because he was a member of parliament of Mbale municipality.
Yes.
This is it. Now it was a municipality. Wanjusi Wasieba took over this constituency.
Yes.
He contested with the late Gary Wango and
Yes.
and won the elections. The president had come here while they were still campaigning, wanting to persuade them, one of them, to leave for another. All of them refused. Many of us, the Bamasaba, were interested in seeing Wasieba take over. Other people, with their own also interests, wanted Garuango to take the constituency, and Wasieba steps down. But we had told Wasieba, don't step down. We can't give a sitting room to other people. So Wasieba won elections, but the president, when he wanted to talk to them, he saw that every one of them was confident that they are going to win. So the president doesn't argue a lot when he knew that one of them could win. So why should I
waste time with them?
Because everyone said, I'm not the one going to win. Another one said, no, it is me going to win, Your Excellency. So that confidence told the president that you leave, one of them will win. It is not going to the opposition. So the president said, whoever will win, I'm going to give him the position of the late Wapahabolo. Now let me tell you the good fortunes that accompany networking. When the president promised that Wasieba won elections, but protocol blocked him. How do you find the president? Yes, he promised you. But where do you get him? Like I had told you, me and the president's wife. He promised you, yes, like you, he can promise you. Yes. Here, when we are here, said, I'm going to give you $500,000. You go and study. But how will you get it?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So it is a big push again to say that, but we were there when he promised this man. But we were there, we had. So your network will help to push people that we know and say, but there is a young man, the president promised school fees. And then we shall tell you, right. And then we pick your letter, we take. Someone else picks a letter, takes to other people. Then they converge somewhere, maybe one can slip through and reach the man and say, you think I promised this boy? Can you raise him? They can call you. So Wasieba came to Jinja, where I was, where General Saleh was. Someone had told him, you go and find the president's brother who will help you to remind the big man. This was now a by-election. So therefore, for you to go to cabinet, it's just one single spot. It's not a general election that is formulating a cabinet. So he can remember that, even in Bugiso, let me give so and so. This is a by-election. He just has to have a place where he looks around and put you. So when he came to Jinja, he went to the orderly room. You know orderly room? Orderly room is what we can say a reception in the army. In the court, it is called where you see a basilica, orderly room. So he went to the orderly room, they gave him a form to fill. For us who are inside, knew that this is what these soldiers do. They wanted just to harass these visitors. Because for us, we knew you don't come and fill a form to see a student. There is a standing police there. You see a student for what? It's not an administrator. It's just a student here. You want them to help you with what? So they made Wasieba to write a form wanting to see General Saleh. But they didn't take the form. So the man was sitting waiting, but waiting for nothing. The form has not gone. You understand?
Yes.
Now, because me, I was a center of interest. So some of these soldiers from the orderly room, when lunchtime came, they were not allowed in that mess. Because this is a mess of only red-collared people. You can't sit there. But these soldiers come to me in the office. And then I order someone to give them food in a corner somewhere. So they are used to me, they come, and then he came and said, Mzee, me, I knew what they wanted. But for them, they also wanted to tell me what they think can make me happy. So he said, Mzee, there is an MP from Bugishu. I said, who is that one? There is an MP from Bugishu in the orderly room.
Who is that one?
I said, who is that? A soldier. A soldier they wanted to make me happy so they can get some food. Me, I know, but they also know that Mzee, that is our Mzee. So I said, but what is his name? You know, it is like you are a Musoga, I'm a Mugishu, you are a Muganda. When you mention a name of Bagishu and you are Munyankole, the name goes away unless you write somewhere. Yes. It is like you are also told about a Munyankole name. Unless you write somewhere, you forget. Yes. Because we think their names are hard there. So the man, his name had gone out of this soldier. So I said, but who is that MP? I said, go back. I was now teasing him. Go back, check the name, and call me on the intercom. The phone is inside. But I knew he would not call. I know he's going to write because he wants food. So he went and wrote. And brought me the paper. He said, he's here, the name. I saw Wanjusa Seba. I said, it's Wanjusa Seba. I said, go back and come with him. Went on Monday, because we were very good friends. Yes. But he didn't know I was there. So they went and said, Mzee is calling you. Said, who? Mzee Wamoto is calling you. Oseba did not know which Wamoto this man is talking about. So when he brought him to me, Oseba was very happy to see me. Oseba was very surprised to see me there. Said, yeah. Well, how did you come here? Said, no, I'm here. Because now he was seeing the generals seated everywhere, from Tanzania, from Kenya, from Uganda, all of them with red collars. And the civilians fear them. Yes. So he came, he sat. I told him, but now you man, what are you doing here? He said, no, you see, brother, the president promised that if I won elections, he would give me a ministerial job, position. Said, yes. But now where is the president here? Said, no, they advised me to come and see the brother. Said, yeah, but how are you going to see the brother? They don't allow them. These are students. People believe that you come to see a student to do what for you. Yes. So, said, but I feel the form. I said, no, you don't know how we behave. This one's want to make you happy. You wait and get tired, you go. And you go. Said, oh, I've sat since morning. I said, yeah. So you eat lunch? You eat lunch. Yes. So we had lunch with me. Even the soldier who brought him, I ordered the staff to go sit him somewhere and give him food. So I was now talking to Asieba alone. I said, you cannot see General Saleh. They don't allow. But do you know him? Because he had been a minister earlier. Said, yeah, he knew me, but I think now he has forgotten. Said, yes. So because you men and women from Bugishu, you don't build lasting relations with people. When you're a minister, you drive to this general's office and say, cut a score. And the people know you. But now you are coming, the man may not even know you. So I said, after lunch, I said, now for me, I have a timetable for this gentleman. He cannot finish 40 minutes without coming out of class to smoke. So they put him an umbrella somewhere and a chair where he goes to smoke and goes back to class. So when it is time, I'm going to make you go with me. As if I'm taking you on, showing you this place. If the man, by good luck, talks to us, you will be lucky. But me, I will walk away. If he talks to us, you go and greet him. Then raise your mat quickly because he will be going back to class. If he doesn't talk, we are not allowed to go to familiarize with them. So when we reached there, we were moving like in this garden. See, he was sitting like here. So he said, so Wamoto, now what are you doing? So I said, this is my brand new MP. Oh, he said, oh, this is Wasiaba. I said, yes, So I whispered to Wasiaba, now you got it. Go and agree to him. Me, I'm going away in Rukishu. So he carved, went to him, and they chatted. That is when he said, they promised me
Ministerial job.
a ministerial job, but I came to see Wamoto, and good, I have met you. He also changed the fashion. So Saleh told him, no, come home. Over the weekend, they would drive home on a Friday evening. So they go to Kampala. So Wasiaba went to his home and he booked an appointment for him. And eventually the president gave him a ministerial post. But the Bamasaba themselves again refused to approve him at the appointments committee. So you told me that when you meet, you are with the president and you are with his family and with General Saleh. People know Guamaze, you have finished. But I am different. I am very, very different. Even Saleh asked me one day, but Wamoto, are you Mugisho? I said, yes. We were standing, it was in the corridor. He said, Wamoto, are you Mugisho? I said, yes, I'm a Mugisho. But you don't beg. I said, General, that is an insult. You mean Mugisho are beggars? He said, no. I was joking. I told him, my father was a soldier of the King's African Rifles. He told me not to beg. When you beg, you chase friends. When they see you, they cough, they go away. They get fed up with you. Number two, he told me not to dress up in the clothes of someone else. He will embarrass you when you meet somewhere, maybe you are taking the soup and then he tells you in the crowd that. So my father told me those two things, and I've grown up with them. Why should you wait for me to beg? General, why should you wait for me to beg? If you know you have something you can give me. So he said, Wamoto, you're a very complicated man. I said, yeah, I'm there just like that. I cannot beg, because if you know I don't have a shirt, give me.
Yes.
If you know, but this man maybe has no money, give me. But I can't come to you beg. You will have now believed that surely this is a Mugisho. But because I didn't beg, that is why you now came and asked me to know whether I am a Mugisho. So I'm a unique Mugisho. Mugisho who doesn't beg. You understand?
Yes.
So those are the values that you as an individual can set. You understand?
The principles, yes.
The principles, personal principles. In that district where the president deployed me, people said, you must be rich now. This land which you hear about, called Bulambuli land, why do you think there is land in Bulambuli? Even General ARONDA asked me that. General ARONDA would come and visit me when he was a commander of the army. So you see how fortune brings them to me. The real big people, a convoy stands here at my small office up to that road there. People just come and say, hey, this is a small thing. So you see, my brother. Yes. So ARONDA asked me and said, Wamoto, but this land in Bulambuli, this land in Bulambuli, where did it come from? Because the whole of this is crowded. How can land be in Bulambuli here alone? And I was joking, saying, General.
What do you mean by the land being in Bulambuli alone?
Bulambuli, a sub-county, one of the biggest sub-county at that time in Uganda, with land without owners. 40,000 acres of land.
Without owners?
Owners had ran away. The Garamajongo, Rasola.
Just them.
They even killed many of them.
Okay.
So the rest ran away. They came here in Bali, others ran to Sirongo, others went to Busoga, they bought some land there. Others had come from Kenya, they went back to Kenya. The Sabini went up, Kapuchora and Queen. So they left this land free. Now, when they left their land free, big land, 40,000 acres, I've told you that. Now, for them, when the Karamojong were killing their relatives, and they packed their bags with small things and went away, they knew this does not end. So they went away with the spirit of saying, never to come back here. You understand?
Yes.
So speculators, criminals, took advantage of their land without owners. And they established their criminal LCs. You remember the old stamps?
Yes.
You just go to the market here and I got a stamp, LC 1 German. So they cut all those stamps without chairpersons, because the chairpersons had also run away. So they stamp, they call the surveyors. But they connived with people at the Ministry of Lands in Kampala. You understand? So once they have these stamps, LC 1, LC 2, LC 3, area land board, you call a surveyor and he surveys their land. It is yours now. Yes. You understand? Yes. There is land in Bulambuli which was surveyed by a chopper.
Chopper?
A chopper, helicopter. Look at my son here. For one person. You be with me and I tell you so many things. Yes. A chopper, and because the land is so vast.
Yes.
And you can't survey it during the day. They will kill you, the few who remained there. So you make sure you survey using a chopper.
Who is that one with the chopper surveying a land?
Choppers are hired. You don't know that they are. Look at my son.
By people who have money.
Choppers are hired. Even you are going to hire you a chopper. You didn't know. Mukula has some choppers. Yes, yes. This is chairman of NRM. Mukula, this is Mteso man.
Yes, yes, yes.
He has a chopper. Even he has a school where they train people on the choppers and other planes. So you hire, you just pay and say, I want to go to Guru. He tells you pay this, but he even gives you a pilot. You understand? Yes. So people do like that. You know, you are surveying land of about 10,000 acres. Yes. If someone tells you to pay 2 million for a job for 4 hours, will you refuse? No, you can't. Yeah, look at my son here. It is very cheap. Yes. That one is very cheap. Yes. You are dealing with land of billions of shillings. Someone wants you that just a few millions. So that is what happened. Now I'm telling you, ARONDA, I told ARONDA, because you know I was used to them. Yes, yes. I was telling him, General, talk quietly. Because if people hear you, they will take you to court. You failed to protect them. You are the commander of the army. Yes. You failed to, if you ask where the land came from, the owners were killed. The few who remained ran away. Because the army did not defend them. And it is you. So you talk quietly. Yes. You understand? Yes. And he would believe. I said, but why is the name of Bulambuli? I said, Bulambuli, it is true. This land from the beginning had no owners. The Bagisu feared to live in the valleys. There were so many mosquitoes. So the Bagisu used to love living up in the hills. They used to go down there only to hunt animals, yes, and fish, and also graze maybe the animals and go back. So people who came here came from other areas. They came from Sebei, coming to graze animals. Then they see it is a good place, they stay, and then they call their relatives. People from Bale, Bududa, Namisindwa, Manaf, they also came. That is why the place is called Bulambuli.
Means Kulambula, something.
To Okulambula.
Okay.
But as you came to Kulambula, you find good things.
You stay.
And you don't go back. So when the Bagisu were telling me that, but how can we leave our land to people from Namisindwa, Bududa? Yes. I said, your land, whose land is it? These ones came, they found the land for free. You were not going there. So by what they did at that time, they now own their land. Because did you go there? If you had also gone there, you would own land. Yes. So I'm telling you, my son, my brother, people believed, and it is true, I would have, that I could have even taken all that land. You understand? I would have even taken half of that land. Because I would just intimidate people and say, you bring your land title and I see.
Yes. You don't have you go away.
And I don't give it, go away. Who gave you this land?
Yes.
You bought it from who? The owners, where are the owners? You understand? Go bring me this ROC. Where are they? Are they alive? Because they were doing that forgery.
Yes.
So some people even called me a fool. You understand? But it gave me a lot of credit. That is why now, when I talk here about thieves, people say, who said? That small man. Yeah. If it is that one, don't talk again.
Yes.
Because he will shame you, he will embarrass you. That is why you heard the other day when I was telling people, this evidence that you saw me presenting, it comes from people in the government. They give me, and they tell me, look at the people who call themselves clean in your place there in the Bukisu. When they are walking on the streets, they say they are clean men, they make their clean money. Yes. But you look at this. These are thieves.